Okay, this is the AP multiple choice, 1985, question 31 and 32. I'll start with question 31. The volume of a cone of radius r and height h is given by volume equals 1/3 pi r squared h. If the radius and the height both increase at a constant rate of 1/2 centimeters per second, at what rate in cubic centimeters per second is the volume increasing when the height is 9 and the radius is 6? All right. Working down here below, volume equals 1/3 pi r squared. They told you the rate of change of the radius and the height is both 1/2 centimeters per second. They're equal to each other, probably not the world's best notation, but again, in multiple choice, we're making tracks get done. We need to take and find dv dt when the height is 9 and the radius is 6. So we take the derivative, since we know both r and h, there's no reason to waste time. Since we know dr dt and dh dt, there's no relationship between r and h, we just take the derivative with implicit differentiation. So I took the derivative with respect to r. The 2 on the power comes down, 2/3 pi r h dr dt, plus, then derivative of h is 1, so plus 1/3 pi r squared dh dt. And now it is simply plugging in numbers. H is 9, r is 6, dr dt, dh dt are half. So I plug those values in. And when I do that, and I actually do the math, I get 18 pi plus 6 pi, which results in 24 pi. So the answer to problem 31 is 24 pi. And again, implicit differentiation. Problem 32 says the integral of 0 to 3 pi for limits of integration, or 0 to pi over 3, excuse me, of sine 3x dx. So we have to integrate sine 3x first. We know the derivative of cosine is negative sine. So the integration of sine is negative cosine. But there's a chain rule situation. So again, we see that there's a 3 that has to be taken care of. We're going to need a 1/3. So I write out what I think it is, and then I check it by taking the derivative of negative 1/3 cosine 3x. Derivative of cosine is negative sine, canceling the negative. Derivative of 3x is 3. 3 times a third is 1. That gives me sine 3x. Now it's just integrating or evaluating it from 0 to pi over 3. Pull the negative 1/3 out. We have cosine pi, because pi over 3 times 3 is pi, minus cosine of 0. Cosine of pi is negative 1. Cosine of 0 is 1. Minus 1 is negative 2. Negative 1/3 times negative 2 is positive 2/3. And again, practice makes perfect when we work on these type of problems.